win another championship.
No, they got to get younger. But
who's he looking at?
Well, I tell you what, anytime you see Gene coming to town, I mean, being involved with Gonzaga for as long as I've been involved, most times Gene comes into town, he comes to visit. I think you're looking at Pangos and Bell, some young players, try to get a read on them early in their career. Obviously, Zachary, a guy who's coming out this year, who'll get some serious looks from some teams, maybe a second-round guy. And a guy like Harris, who's so good as a freshman, his numbers, his game has kind of returned to that level. He's a guy that deserves another long look to see where he might end up. And there's some talent for LMU as well, particularly Drew Viney, a guy at 6'8" that can play that three-man position at the next level if he shows that he can athletically compete at that level.
There's Hamilton. Ran away, that's short by Armstead. Long rebound. And Hamilton out to Ireland.
6 offensive rebounds for LMU. They've done a nice job. 10 second chance points off those offensive rebounds.
Blackwell driving. Armstead converts.
You look at those offensive rebounds, you force yourself to guard an extra 35 seconds. And LMU talented enough to make you pay. That's now 12 second chance points. GU's going to have to do something to correct that. They've only got 4 of their own second chance points here in the first half.
Pangos. There's Bell into the middle. Stop. Little runner. Pretty shot.
Boy, I tell you what, he's gotten so much better scoring off that three-point line. Early to start his career, he couldn't get right to the rim for a layup. He had a tough time scoring. We've seen it now tonight. That's about the second tough shot he's hit around the rim.
Ireland wide open. Division I players got to hit that shot. 4-point LMU lead. Trying to go to Dower. There's Zachary. Nearing a 5-second call there. Zachary, nice catch. And he'll shoot free throws. Four-point lead, 2:03 to play. A bit out of sync there on offense.
Yeah, that's about the third time now over the last 5 minutes. GU's had a guy caught without his dribble or nowhere to go. You've got to do a better job running your offense a little more crisply. But you see a guy, particularly Mike Hart or Rob Zachary, pick up their dribble and kind of sitting out there on an island. It takes more than one guy to go make themselves available. You can't assume someone else will go get the basketball. And as a result, they've just barely avoided getting a 5-second turnover.
Zachary now 1 of 3 from the free throw line. So even his offensive numbers have been going downhill. His percentage from the free throw line has followed it.
Well, just offensively, it's often that snowball effect. Once one thing starts to struggle, your entire game can really take a big hit. And we've seen it with Rob, particularly offensively. He still gives you the effort on the defensive end, but offensively, it's been a different story.
Hamilton blocked. Loose ball grabbed by Dower. He's tied up. Possession arrow goes to Gonzaga. Hamilton, though, very aggressive for LMU, was hunting down that rim again.
Well, he's got good quickness, a good enough handle as well to take 2-3 dribbles, cross it over once. And he's a matchup problem because he's quicker than a guy like Rob, and he's got more size than Elias, so it's tough to decide who you're going to put on him defensively.
Zachary. You don't want him dribbling it out there.
Right now, offensively, nothing clicking for GU. Rob Zachary's trying to initiate your offense.
Dower, mid-range jumper, good. That's a big shot for Sam. Gonzaga needed that.
Well, he can do that. I'll tell you what, we all remember the Xavier game where he was about as important as any guy's been for GU this year in any ball game. And once that long jump shot's starting to go for him, he's a very, very tough matchup.
Hamilton for 3 again. He's 2 of 3 from behind the arc.
Only 4 makes coming in on tonight for his career.
And there's a bucket inside. Timeout LMU. 50.8 seconds to play first half. We've got a 2-point game. And really, when you start to look at the numbers, Richard, Gonzaga's now shooting at 52% as we take a look at Ireland. Kick out to Hamilton for three. But I mean, LMU shooting 45%. Gonzaga's got a 17-13, a +4 differential on the glass. Gonzaga 5 of 50% from the free throw line. They're 67%. Gonzaga should be leading if you look at the numbers. Hey, there's Gary Payton, former longtime Supersonic, played with the Lakers as well.
He's pretty good.
The glove, huh?
Yeah, he's a decent player.
21,000 points. Really known for his defense. Some gray hair creeping in there.
We got to help out GU to bump up the celeb credentials. That's it.
Yeah.
Tell you what, it's John Stockton and everybody else. We got to.
Yeah, Corey Violet and David Pendergraft just don't get it done, do they?
Reaching there.
Here's Ireland.
You got to be some sort of movie star that likes to visit Hay Lake or something.
Sure. Somebody's got to be around. Loose ball, Bell after it. Kaida on the floor. Got it to Pangos. Gonzaga can play for one. And we got a timeout. Timeout GU. And Max Good is fired up again. It's a 30-second timeout. Now this is an important play. It's going to give Gonzaga a chance to go to the lead at halftime with the lead.
That's just an extra possession. Kaida does an excellent job just getting on the floor. His teammates become available. Kevin Pangos, but that's what you see. Bell didn't get the ball with his hands. He just cut off Ireland. Dribble. Ireland had to change direction. Wasn't able to keep control of his handle. So that's what Gary does. He didn't have a good game Thursday night. Dellavedova, there's no doubt he's the best guard, if not the best player in the conference this year. Had his hands full. That was a real learning experience for a freshman guarding a guy like that. And plus, Dellavedova's got quite a bit of size on Gary at 6'6", able to shoot over Gary and has some size. He can back him down. But I think Ireland's a real good matchup for Gary defensively. And so far tonight, he's done a nice job of holding Ireland down as far as his production level.
And doing a great job holding Viney down as well. He's 2 of 6, no rebounds tonight for LMU. Gonzaga will play for one. Stockton, Pangos, and Bell on the floor right now with Dower and Sacre. Who do you want taking a shot, Richie?
Like to see Pangos or Bell come off either a double or a down screen. You might be able to get a slip to the rim from one of your bigs.
There's Bell. 6 on the clock. Now Pangos. Got it to Sacre. Lost the handle. Nobody's going to get a shot. It was poked away from behind. LMU with a 2-point lead after the first 20 minutes. If you're the Lions, you love the first half. If you're Gonzaga, the effort's better. Do you feel good enough about that, even though you trail by 2?
Yeah, you're much more engaged on both ends of the floor than you were Thursday night, but the offensive rebounds have to be a concern if you're GU.
Gary Bell Jr. led Gonzaga in that first half with 11 points. Ashley Hamilton with 13 for LMU. 2-point game. We're at the half in LA. And welcome back. Gersten Pavilion on the campus of Loyola Marymount. Gonzaga LMU about ready to tip off here in the second half. Here's tonight's Arby's trivia question. Who's the Zags all-time leading rebounder? Is it Turiaf, Violet, Vermillion, or Calvary? Text your answer to 272-97 to win free food from Arby's. We'll have the answer a little bit later in the show. If you saw the Mark Few show last week, then you know the answer to that question.
Well, I never miss a Murphy show, first and foremost. But I knew that answer to that question last week.
Yes. And it's a record that will never ever be broken.
When you see the number.
It is. And there's a good chance that the owner of that record is watching tonight. So if you are, nice to see you. We'll say your name a little bit later in the show, Jerry. There's a block by Sacre. Okonji was inside and had a clear shot to that rim, but Sacre out of nowhere. And now Bell driving left hand. That ball was deflected. Put back Harris, no good. Okonji with the rebound for LMU.
But a good offensive set for GU. You get a tough look initially from Bell, but you get an opportunity on the offensive glass. It's a good start for the Bulldogs.
There's a turnover. Pangos knocked away by Egbayemi. Back comes LMU. Viney got Pangos in the air, missed the shot. Another offensive rebound for LMU. Tell you what, this lineup right now for LMU is formidable. Absolutely. I mean, Egbayemi, Akanji, Hamilton, Ireland, and Viney. This is a really physical big team.
Well, Ireland at 5'10" is really the only undersized player you have out there. Everybody else between 6'4" and 6'8". Made physical, and all of them good athletes. You're absolutely right, Greg. This is probably one of their best, if not best lineups for LMU.
Viney in and out. Akanji with another tip back, but that one did not go. Neither team yet to score here after a couple of possessions. Both teams very physical on the defensive end. There's Hamilton with a deflection. Egbayemi right at Bell. Offensive foul, no bucket. Gary Bell Jr.
Crowd doesn't like it, but from our initial look, it looked like Bell had both feet outside that half circle around the rim. Let's take a look here on the replay. Bell does a nice job getting back. Is he outside? He is. That's an excellent call from the official.
I mean, the bench for LMU not happy with that call, but the replay shows it was the right call.
Bell's there. He's in time. He's not moving when a contact's made. And he's a good foot outside that half circle.
Bell, this is inside the 3, just a 2, and we're tied at 34. I knew this LMU team was good when we came down here, but now when you see them in person, and if this starting 5 stays out of foul trouble, they're going to win a lot of games this year in this league. They're already 3-1, but they're going to get St. Mary's or BYU, and another offensive foul there. That one on Hamilton, and it was Gary Bell Jr. again taking the brunt of it.
Back-to-back defensive plays. You see Hamilton there in the first half. That's an open lane to the rim here. Adjustments by GU in the second half. Bell helps off of Ireland, and he's there to get in the way of Hamilton. That's an easy call from the official. LMU bench does not like the call, but that's back-to-back plays defensively when Gary Bell takes the offensive foul.
That one was easier to call than the first one. That was clearly offensive. Bell with Viney there on him. There's Hart. Open 3. Off the side of the rim. Sacre the rebound. Jump hook. Got the roll. And Gonzaga now back out in front, 36-34. Feed to the post. Akanji stepped on the end line. Another turnover for LMU. Gonzaga basketball leading by 2.
Yeah, 3 straight possessions for LMU where they don't even get a shot up. They get the offensive fouls, 2 in a row. Right there, you step out of bounds. LMU shooting themselves in the foot right now a bit. Credit GU's defense, but things just a little sloppy for the Lions.
Nice feed to Hart from Bell. Gonzaga's lead is at 4. Timeout LMU.
6-0 run to start the second half for the Bulldogs. An excellent way to start the second half. And for Coach Max Good, you got to settle your guys down a bit. You compete there in the first half, go to the halftime with a 2-point lead. You need to settle down and get back to what you were doing there in the first half. You see the layup from Mike Hart. Everything rolling right now for GU. Up 4 with 16:55.
16:55 to play for second half. Gonzaga with a 4-point lead on LMU. 38-34. Who has the best student section in college basketball? Gonzaga University fans would obviously vote for the Kennel Club. Now you have your chance. The Kennel Club is one of the nearly 80 schools participating in the Naismith Student Section of the Year Award. Go to facebook.com/ILoveCollegeHoops to cast your vote. The winning student section gets bragging rights, while the winning school will receive $5,000 for its athletic association. There you go. I know you'll be on the internet right after this game casting your vote, Richard. Here's Viney. Double team is there. Now he goes right at Hart. Missed it. Sacre had it. Now he picks it up. Gonzaga back in business now with a 4-point lead. Here's Bell. Big game for GU. 13 points. And Mangos Lines up the three and hits his first field goal of the game.